old, 6'3", 220 pounds, from Ontario, California. His style, submission, wrestling. He can strike, he can do it all.
Hello, I'm Richard Red Herd, champion of World Vale-Tudo 1. I'm here to fight Pedro Rizzo, champion of World Vale-Tudo 2. I'm here to prove that I am the best fighter here.
This guy played professional football, so he generally shoots right across, takes his opponent down to the ground, and he's a great submission artist. He knows chokes, he knows ankle locks, and he's great with the arm bars as well. So,
all right, they were supposed to fight one time before. An injury prevented that. Pedro Rizzo coming into the ring from Rio de Janeiro, 6'2", 220 pounds. He's but 22 years old. He is a protege of the great Marcos Ruas. His style, Ruas Vale-Tudo.
I'm Pedro Rizzo. I represent the Ruas Vale-Tudo, and today I will prove it's the best style in the world.
Undefeated, 4-0 in Vale-Tudo fighting.
Yeah, really walked through the World Vale-Tudo Championships #2. Barely. I mean, his final match with Vernon White was a pretty good fight, but it wasn't too tough for him.
Red Herd is an incredibly intelligent young man who is a thinker out there. You'll watch his face, you'll never see panic. I think very much same with this young man here. And look at it, who's in his corner, the great Marco Ruas.
There you go. Richard Red Herd, the winner of World Vale-Tudo Championships #1 in Japan, and Pedro Rizzo, the champion of World Vale-Tudo Champions #2, right
Rick
here.
Lucero is in Red Herd's corner. Rick is a phenomenal jiu-jitsu fighter himself. He's a small guy, 165, but I saw him roll around with every one of our competitors, most of them, during practice. So Red's really well prepared. He's ready to go. No signs of the hamstring injury. He's anxious.
Yeah, for some people who didn't know, he hurt his hamstring in the last fight. They expected these guys to fight in the World Vale-Tudo Championships #2. Here they go. Red closing the distance, a nice right hand on the cheek of Rizzo. Oh, strong
right.
Punches.
Red trying to get him down. Rizzo with a knee into the midsection of Red.
Red unusually coming out with some strong punches to start off. Usually he's a big puncher on the ground.
Both men exchanging
nice
knees to the groin.
Red Herd has the look of violence on his face. You can just see that. He is here and ready to fight.
Former football player, a linebacker. So
Rizzo just trying to control his fighter right now, but taking strong kicks by Richard Red Herd to the groin.
Surprising, because I thought that Rizzo would be giving most of the kicks. Both are exchanging some vicious knees.
Yeah, they really are. Two good all-around fighters here, both fighting for control right now. Now a nice little knee there to the face by Rizzo on Herd. Interesting fight. Staying well apart is Richard Red Herd. Staying the distance so he doesn't take any unusual knees.
Look at the size of the legs of Pedro Rizzo.
Yeah, just huge. Muay Thai fighter, #4 ranked in the world right now. That's how Marco Ruas started out, as a Muay Thai champion, 4-time Muay champion. Pedro Rizzo went the same way and now has moved on to Vale-Tudo.
Trained with him for 10 years now. Now Red's trying to grab the trunks and maybe some kind of a takedown, and a little left hand, not doing a whole lot of damage. Great short right. Both men fighting again. Red trying to get him on the ground, but it's not working at this point.
Red is relentless, and so is Pedro. These guys, both very calm, taking what comes their way, not hurrying things, just trying to control their opponent. Red kind of able to back up Rizzo. Being a football player, he's very strong, able to back his opponent up. That's usually always doubling up his Red, trying to get some punching room.
Sure is. Left and a right, and now he's...
Great fight. Oh, a left and a right exchanged by both fighters. Back to the clinch. Unusual situation, these guys holding on to each other the way they are.
I think Red has a cut on his forehead.
Red, for a second, they're reaching for the rope, then knowing that he can't do it.
Tough kick to
a
the
headbutt
thigh.
and a knee by Rizzo. Headbutt and a knee by Rizzo.
Red coming with an uppercut to the right. Another uppercut. But Pedro with the relentless attack with the knees.
Totally even fight at this point.
Tough shot to the buttocks with the flying knee right there.
Absolutely, both these guys just relentless, staying on their opponent. They've both really done it all thus far. Knees, kicks, a few elbows I saw, some stretching it out, punching, and
headbutts,
not
two
to
in
the
a
ground
row.
yet.
Two headbutts and then another knee. Red is busting up. His face is busting up. He's bleeding. pretty severely right now. Well, I'll
Nice
tell you,
knees.
what a great job with the knees from Pedro Rizzo. And another headbutt.
Really right on the Charlie
good right
horse.
hand that time by Red. But Red wants to get him down, but this is a bad position for Red Herd and a great position for Rizzo.
Yeah, they could go out and go to the ropes here anytime. They're both standing right on each other. There's a lot of infighting going on. Rizzo with the couple left hands. But Red Herd staying in there. This guy does not give up.
Red's giving away 8 years. They're both about the same weight. And a lot of experience in this type of fighting. Red with a right hand. Looks like Pedro has a slight gash on his right eye, too.
Neither one of them really wanting to go to the ground yet. I believe either one of these can take their opponent to the ground, but content staying up.
Boy, Red is messed up, though. He's got to separate himself from those right hands and those knees to the head. Pedro's relentless, though, with that left hand.
Yeah,
Joe Bassarelli keeping a very close eye on both combatants. Red with the headlock. Red takes another one.
Pedro with lefts. A couple of more lefts. Herd almost going down, but no, but now he goes for the takedown. Oh, and a kick by Rizzo. Herd's down on the ground.
Hurt.
Rizzo trying to finish him, but back up to his feet. Herd. Rizzo with the left and the right trying to finish him. Herd just about out on his feet, but won't give up. He's such a tough guy.
Red was stunned. He was almost out on his feet. Pedro now working him over in the corner, but a tremendous kick to the temple.
Yeah, and those Charlie horses right there that he's putting on there, and the foot stomps, he's just coming from every angle. Just
Red's
like
trying to gather himself, get himself back, get the cobwebs out, because he was rocked.
Yeah, he really was. Clearly, Pedro Rizzo would be coming into this the better puncher and kicker, but Red coming out with just a beautiful array of punches and kicks of his own, but now it's starting to pay off for Pedro Rizzo.
That leg's going to go numb if he keeps taking it high in the thigh like that.
Yeah, this guy's the hardest kicker I've ever felt next to Marco Ruas.
Red's a little headbutt, left hand, and boy, this kid's a great fighter.
In only his 5th Vale-Tudo match, Red is about out on his feet, but won't give up. He just doesn't. His face, he's feeling okay. He's shaking his head. I'm all right. I'm all right. Rizzo trying to dig in to finish him.
Boy, Rizzo with a...
And down to the ground.
Yeah,
down to the ground they go.
Got him where Red wants him, where he...
Yeah, Red's okay down there. He's probably a lot better off down here on the ground. He'll look for a finishing hold.
Red's going to try and get a blow here, going to get a little time. He's going to try and relax a little bit just so he can breathe and just recover, you know, and get himself back, get his faculties back. But Pedro is just forcing the action.
Pedro working for the side mount. Oh, Richard Redherd holds him in a half guard, does not let him get around. What Rizzo would want to do in that situation is get to the side. He can strike. That's famous from Marco Ruas. Loves to work from the side mount.
Red Herd is not afraid to get cut. He's been cut in several of his fights, so that's not a factor with him at this point.
Rizzo showing his jiu-jitsu skills by moving Herd back to the middle of the ring where he has some room to do what he likes to do.
Oh, nice elbow in the ribs.
But Red, very comfortable down there. Knows to hold his opponent back. This is where he's most comfortable.
The one thing I haven't seen from Red yet, he has not panicked. A lot of fighters that are getting pummeled usually panic a little bit. He's not panicking at this point, but he's taking some big shots in the head. And he just finally delivered one.
Yeah, most fighters would have given up by now, but Red Herd, just a true trooper, just a true competitor, a true champion, whether he wins or loses here. This guy is phenomenal.
He's a perfect record, 6-0 on the line here. So he's got a lot at stake.
Yeah, in Vale-Tudo matches, this is definitely the toughest fight for both combatants. Neither one of them have ever had this type of competition.
There's some devastating rights to the rib,
you can
to the
hear
back.
Oh, you can hear him all the way over here. Rizzo punishing right hands to the ribs of Richard Red Herd.
Red has that vice grip around the neck, though. He's not letting go.
Rizzo trying to slip out, but he's got to be careful. He's got to be careful because this is what Red looks for. He looks for you to make a mistake. You make one slight mistake, and he will armbar you, ankle lock you, roll you over, choke you. He's just really got it all. So Rizzo's got to be comfortable, or got to be careful, excuse me.
Remains in the half guard. Little headbutt inside fighting. Boy, you and I never will experience stuff like this, but you just don't know how devastating it is. It just cuts your face up. There's another shot to the ribs. Look at Red's back is now bruised.
Rizzo going back to the ribs, punishing blows to try and release the arms of Red Herd. Usually,
Red doing a smart thing. He's getting the knee up.
Trying to bring the knee up. Most fighters would bring their arm down, and that's just what Rizzo wants. Red Herd, too smart. He does not bring the arm down. He stays holding on to his head, giving up the ribs, which, you know, it may or may not be a mistake.
His side, Marco Huas, is imploring him to use the elbow.
Doesn't want him to break that hand.
Yeah, Red's curling up right now, and he's waiting for his time.
Both resting here, taking a little breather. Both thinking of the next move. It's totally a chess match here, just working back and forth. Two pure fighters all around.
Those rights.
There goes the arm.
Yep.
He
And finally, he wore him out.
Yep. He had to control that arm to protect those ribs. Now he's opening his head up, possibly to a headbutt.
Marco's eye, his left eye, looks like it's cut. Certainly is swollen.
Rizzo.
I'm sorry. Pedro, just relentless. He's just staying there. Can't move him. He's got great leverage, great balance as a headbutt. Red trying to ward that off. He goes back. Now watch. I would not be shocked. There's another right. Oh, back of the head. I thought he'd go to the ribs again.
Red doing absolutely everything right here. He's just fighting possibly a tougher, younger fighter. But that's yet to be seen. I've seen Red Herd get out of some pretty difficult situations.
Tough shot. Tough headbutt to the jaw of Red Herd that time by Pedro Rizzo.
You can see Red Herd keeping Rizzo in the guard, though. He keeps his legs wrapped around Rizzo's leg. If Rizzo can escape from that, he'll move to the side, and then he would try to get up on. He's trying to get out of it. Red Herd just too sharp, too tough to let Pedro Rizzo get out of that.
Boy, he locked into the half guard, and you're right. It's not very many people can get out of that.
No, not from Richard Red Herd. From a lot of fighters, they could. But Red Herd, too smart. He knows if Rizzo can get to the side, he'll be in big, big trouble.
You know, it surprised me early in this bout. Now we're into about 10 minutes of this. Early into this bout, I was a little surprised he stayed up as long as he did, because he really absorbed some serious punishment.
Yeah, he really did. Normally, he'll take his opponent to the ground, knowing he could dominate him then. Surprisingly, he stood in there at punch and did an amazing job. He's a very tough guy, showing us what a great puncher is. Taking some punches, laughing at us, though, smiling at us.
He's looking at us over here.
Yep.
He's like, no, that didn't hurt.
It's a bloody face, but he's showing us that confidence that he's shown me throughout all his fights. He'll look over and just say, I'm all right. I'm all right.
It's amazing. Red, though, we talked about earlier, before he fought during the workouts this week, he said the last place he wants to be is on the bottom, and that's where he's been at this point. But he said it's not going to be his downfall per se, but he'd rather be on top. And Rick, his trainer, said the same thing.
Yeah, he's good enough in jiu-jitsu skills and submission skills that he knows how to survive down there. Pedro, been in the situation before, knows they're both. It's just absolutely phenomenal what's going on in there, the infighting.
Oh, great headbutt to the jaw of Red Herd that time by Pedro Rizzo.
And Herd, amazingly, to keep him able to hold on to him this tightly with the sweaty body of Rizzo. Usually, when you get so sweaty, it's hard to hold on tight, but he knows every move to keep that body tight on his. That's the art of a jiu-jitsu man, is to keep his body on your body. Don't let them escape. Hold them as tight as you can.
Saw Pedro there trying to break the guard. There goes Red.
Red trying for the roll. Rizzo, too experienced. A lesser man would have been rolled right there. Rizzo fighting to get out.
Huge headbutt again. Right to the jaw.
A strong left to the face. You can hear him by Rizzo.
No, Pedro Rizzo told me his parents think he's crazy. They never show up in any of his fights.
And we can see why.
And we can see why.
He's a very nice guy. Very nice guy.
All these guys are. Pedro now trying to still get out of the guard, the half guard. Another headbutt.
Yep, they're over in Red Herd's corner now. He's getting some advice from his corner men. But he knows everything there is to do. He's been there before, taking some punishment to the back of the head.
It's been a long time since Red Herd threw a punch.
Yeah,
he's not thrown a strike in quite some time.
He's holding on right now, hoping Rizzo will make a mistake. And then he'll roll. And there goes Rizzo into the full mount. Wraps those legs around. Could be big trouble. Could be big trouble. Couple lefts. This is pretty much the second best position of a jiu-jitsu man.
You see how quickly he broke out of the half guard?
And he taps out. He knew he was punished. An amazing fight. An absolute amazing fight. Rizzo, I've never seen a fight out of Rizzo like I saw here, hugging Marco Ruas, who taught him everything he knows. Red Herd just knew once he was wrapped, once Rizzo got his legs wrapped around him, there was nothing he could do. If he didn't get into that guard, Red Herd wouldn't have given up because he knows that he's tough and he could have survived another 10 minutes. Once Rizzo got to basically a full guard, a full mount position, he wasn't able to get up on his chest, but Rizzo, clearly too experienced of a fighter to let Red get out. He tried to roll him several times, wasn't able to do it, and finally just said, I've had enough.
Pedro Rizzo is the real deal, ladies and gentlemen. He has taken all of Marcos Ruas's 10 years of training and put it to use to become one of the premier Vale-Tudo fighters in the world.
Federico Lapenda enters the ring. We'll give him the World Vale-Tudo Championship #3 belt. What a privilege it is for him to be receiving this. That means he is the two-time champion of the World Vale-Tudo Championships, the first of its kind.
Last couple of seconds of this fight, that left, and I think Red had just about had enough. He taps out.
Yep.
And there you go, and that was it. He absorbed an enormous amount of punishment, and you know, by knowing Red, that it just killed him to tap out, but you know, smarter heads prevail. He is a bright young man.
Clearly the fight of the night. Red will be back. I can assure you of that. He's way too tough a guy.
Wow.
Pedro Rizzo, the fans showing their appreciation. Not quite what Gurjo would be receiving should he take on his next fight, but still a Brazilian. Red Herd putting on a tremendous fight. Always comes to fight, threw it everything that he had, just ran out of gas, knew he was in a situation where there was nowhere to go, and Pedro Rizzo endured.
And they're giving Red Herd a hand as he walks out. That's a class act by the São Paulo Brazilian crowd. You love to see that, and of course this young man, he is a class act. As you pointed out earlier, great young man, a great fighter, and certainly a credit to his sport. People like Pedro Rizzo, Marcos Ruas, and Red Herd will put this sport on the map.
Yeah, I agree 100%. If this sport, that's exactly what this sport needs, is a few more than photographers from all around the world fighting for photographs of Marco Ruas and his protege, Pedro Rizzo, showing what he has. He's been waiting for his coming out. Now, just 22 years old, he's out and ready to take on all comers.
You know, earlier I thought I saw a cut on his eye, but he doesn't have a mark on his face.
He looks beautiful.
And he gave a bunch of headbutts in that. I mean, more than you can imagine. I think the key in this fight, as I observed, I think Red took way too much punishment early on, and it took quite a bit out of him, especially when he was over in one of the corners, bent over, and then he was dropped. And I was a little surprised that Pedro did not jump on him at that point, but he didn't. And then, of course, the rest is history.
Oh, parece que tá bom. Parte isso de mim!